Okay, guys, discussing Pangolier now. Offlaner, of course, we're gonna be doing offlaner Pangolier. Uh, Pretty much items are not exactly the default tankish offlaner. It's a mix. He benefits a lot from like a mixed build. He's not like tied in that sense, and he's also not like Slardar. He's like exactly something in between. Hence this build. So let's start with the boots. Uh, Boots can be really anything you want. It does not matter. It can be phase boots, which I usually like making, but it can also be arcane boots. Gonna feel spammy with the spells and stuff. Whatever it is, it can be power threads, some attack speed, more procs for the lucky shot that way. But yeah, I would usually just go with phase boots. You can make whatever you want. Second item that I kind of always get is Maelstrom. Maelstrom, it kind of makes all the sense because of the Swashbuckle. It does like a nice, like an AoE attack of its sort, kind of more condensed. But when it does so many attacks, there's a lot of chances that this procs and that the Maelstrom effect procs, right? So basically, we get it because of that. The more attacks, the more chances to proc either of these. Why not? If you proc in this, why not get a nice Maelstrom effect, right? And this can always be upgraded into Mjolnir anyways, which actually really goes well with the Pangolier's whole definition of gameplay, right? You get the procs, but when you're in the fight and you'll be in the heart of the fight, you're doing shield crash, reduces damage, and it's just nice to have like a nice buff of Mjolnir on yourself if anybody wants to attack you. And yeah, you're gonna be in people's faces anyways. Mjolnir effect is really nice to have, but yeah, it's not yet Mjolnir, so it's this. Some other items that you can get is Vanguard into Crimson Guard. Generally, it's great for Pangolier anyways. Like I said, we kind of go in like a mix. You are playing offlaner, so you kind of do need to be able to tank some damage, right? You can't just be like, I'm gonna go some nice funny damage items. You also need to be able to tank some stuff, and this gives you tanking ability, especially if you hit more heroes. But it's not enough. You gotta build some of your own. So maybe getting Vanguard, you can finish Crimson even if you want, completely fine. You have some boots, you have Maelstrom, you have this. Pangolier works great already with this alone, right? With the whole utility, a lot of utility with this hero. So you can also kill people, but you can also tank, but you can also farm. You can help your friends in fight as well. So can't go wrong with this. If you want to make Vanguard, if you want to upgrade it, do whatever you want. But I would keep some form of health boost as an option. Doesn't have to be this. Yeah, and something else that works, I forgot to mention, something else that works great with the whole Swashbuckle effect is Basher, right? Same way that works with Maelstrom, because you attack so many times in a small amount of time, there's a big chance that Bash will proc. It looks really weird, but your Swashbuckle can actually proc the Basher, right? So if there's like one hero, there's three heroes. They can all get bashed, and none of them can get bashed. Of course, it's RNG, but yeah, that's why Basher, that's why this. So you're proccing potential bashes, you're getting Maelstrom effects on top of the basic damage for this, and there's also your passive that disarms and reduces armor. It's like a lot of really cool effects, really synergizing with each other. And I would go like something like this. This is also one of the heroes that benefits a lot from just upgrading this trait to Abyssal. Manually castable stun is always nice, goes with all of this. Vanguard effect is great. Yeah, if you like, it's kind of has a double Vanguard, so yeah, Crimson Guard, I just made it, but if you kind of want to go like that way, you can just save the Vanguard and like have a Vanguard and a Maelstrom and a Basher, and then just use that Vanguard for Abyssal. And maybe not go Crimson Guard, but that's also an option if you didn't go for the upgraded Basher. Maybe just running with this, but yeah, I just figured out like a Basher goes, Vanguard goes into this anyway, so might be just better to save the Vanguard from there from like an early game, get your basher, and then put this Vanguard into this basher, get a Abyssal, save a slot for something else, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's just let's actually sell this, because that will be here, right? That will be here. And something to also keep in mind is Bloodthorn. It has a inbuilt Mage Slayer. You're playing offlaner. It's kind of like having a hood, but with a really nice effect. This is just it's kind of like an optional item that it's not generally made, but I like making it. It kind of goes with Swashbuckle, because when you attack a target, it's like a 35% less spell damage, right? With Swashbuckle, it's an AoE attack. So let's say there's a couple of fints or anybody with heavier spells in front of you. You can kind of, if you can hit 5 heroes, right? But even if you hit a couple of them, the Bloodthorn immediately jumps onto all of them because of Swashbuckle, right? So if there's anybody in the wake of that, they all get the kind of the passive effect, right? Plus you can cast this, deals with any Phantom Assassins, any evasion effects, any butterflies, anybody that made butterflies. So just keep that in mind. Protects you with the whole Mage Slayer effect. Also reduces the spell damage. You're going to be hitting a lot of people with this. Attack speed and the whole silence effect, plus the true strike, plus also the crits. It's not cheap to make, but the pieces from it are all beneficial to you. So yeah, the pieces are really nice. So pretty good item to think about. And now there's some more. I can put this now. There's Lincoln Sphere always, but in his case, I usually just go for Black King Bar, just so you can kind of keep fighting. This is like a really low cooldown. I think it becomes it becomes 5 seconds on level 25. So just being able to survive and be close and spam this is pretty nice. I think almost always you'll need to get this. I guess in some ways you can evade, move around, block damage with this, but heavy disables, they're gonna get you. There's no way to block heavy spells. There's no way to block Hex, Stun. Eventually they're gonna get you, they're gonna silence you. You don't make Manta for this guy anyway, so no way to break it. Like I said, Sphere might be enough, but that's only if the enemy team is not that spell oriented in terms of disables. Might be enough, might not be enough. Let's just drop it. I would just make Black King Bar and not waste money to Lincoln. You can decide, you can have both of them. I mean, it is general stat, but yeah, kind of decide on that. I will keep it like this, and if you want to make like a bigger item, you are playing offlaner, of course. At the end of the day, heart is always great. Like there's never a problem with an offlaner getting hard. You are there to tank after all. This reduces the whole damage. Like I said, having a nice offensive skills is nice and all, but you are there to create like a wall for your carry, for your supports, for your mid, to kind of be able to stand behind you and not be targeted immediately. You know, there needs to be like a buffer between the team. That's offlaner's job. So can't go wrong with hard. Shiva is also really nice. Goes with the whole team. This kind of AoE. Shield Crash is AoE. Shiva is another AoE, right? Maelstrom is AoE if it procs. It goes with the whole team, right? Ult is also kind of AoE-ish, right? In a way. So yeah, there's a lot of synergy between all of these, but mostly I would say Maelstrom and Basher, because of the Swashbuckle. Can just bash them all and get the full value out of this with armor reduction and disarm, right? So that's kind of the main things, and probably round it up with Black King, and then be like, do I want to make Shiva, do I want to make Bloodthorn, do I want to make something like Heart? Lotus Orb is pretty amazing as well. You can just jump in the fight, do all of these, cast the Lotus Orb on yourself, kind of wait out the whole cooldowns to expire, so you can do it again, and in the meantime like block a lot of spells. Lotus Orb perfectly fine for Pangolier, mostly because you'll be chasing the enemies right across the map. This kind of pushes you in the way of the spell, so you're gonna be there next to them, so this is pretty nice. But yeah, like those items kind of become pick and choose really what you feel like gives you the most benefit. Can't go wrong with any of these really. Maelstrom and Basher is something that you should always get, plus the blacking, and then be like, okay, what's gonna be the next? Can I really tank all of, if you can't tank the damage anyway, still, even if let's say this is Abyssal, you still kinda die too fast, and it's a combined like spell damage and physical damage. Heart is just better if it's more physical damage. Shiva might be better choice. Lotus Orb always if there's many targetable spells. Maybe they play like a combo of Lion and Shadow Shaman. Lotus Orb could be great, but you'll be needing blacking against those anyways, right? They're gonna get you. So, and yeah, against those, this is especially really nice to have. Bloodthorn, like really nice to get against all those combos. And if mid pick is, let's say their mid pick is like a spellcaster, their mid pick is maybe like Zeus, Storm Spirit, Queen of Pain, Sky Rat. They just destroy. You can just destroy them with this, right? Do this, hit them, this procs, this all these procs, right? You can almost solo them. So yeah, that's it with these. This is gonna be. Let's just upgrade this. This is gonna be Mjolnir. Like I said, you're gonna in the fight with this. You're gonna do this. You're kind of this on cooldown, right? Just give yourself a buff. If they wanna mess with you, they wanna hit with a lot of retaliation damage. Their damage is also reduced by this. So you can kind of move around a bit, wait for this to go off the cooldown. If the fight goes further on, or you need to use it, use your blacking, use your upgraded Abyssal if you have it. It's a pretty, it can be pretty like relaxed hero. There's always also ult, right? You can just do this and chase him. I like doing this when I kinda don't have the blacking yet, and I feel like spell damage is gonna be coming my way, especially disables. I kinda just jump in the fight, do my swashbuckle shield crash, and I immediately start making ult. So I can get that extra damage, move around, and kind of stop them from using all of that spell burn on me and disables, right? So ult is also great for that. Some of the talent trees are connected with it, like shield crash, 2.5 shield crash CD in the ball. Usually it's 12 seconds, which is really a lot, so you won't even get like, if you do it during the ult, you won't even get another one, because this is, I think, yeah, it's 10 seconds. So if you take this talent, for example, it's gonna give you like 4 times more available shield crash while you're in the ult, right? So another thing that synergizes. So I did this guy pretty much trying to synergize items with spells and back and forth, and then also talent trees with spells, right? It's a really interesting hero, although people just call him like a meme hero because of his ult. It's kind of really can get you stuck in places, not easy to control. But yeah, in general, really fun hero, and a really nasty offlane, I gotta say. It's really nasty to fight against. But yeah, that will be it concerning these. You can get shard if you want. Kind of stops the whole ball, adds some effects. There's a lot of text for you to read if you want to read all of this. But yeah, that's pretty much what it does. It gives like some extra protection in the ball. It can like make you stop the ball without canceling gold, and then the ball goes back if they attack you and they take damage and whatnot. It's a wall of text. But yeah, the scepter is you being able to cast Swashbuckle while you're in the ball, right? So I guess scepter could be an option, but usually I don't make scepter because it's strictly connected to this. Cooldown is not that amazing anyways. It's not really something that you just kind of want to buff this way. You kind of want to buff these instead of this. So yeah, talents. I just always take Swashbuckle slash range. You can reach even further. It's already a nice big range, right? Gets a lot more with that. What else? Second one, like I said, a shield crash in a ball. Rolling Thunder duration is nice, but having another effect while you're running around is much better, and being able to cast it 4 times. So always the right one. Third one is obviously strength. Plus 30 swashbuckle damage is not a big of a deal. Always keep in mind you're playing an offlaner. after all. Whatever the hero is, you gotta be able to tank damage at the end of the day. You can do everything, deal this crazy damage, have utility. You need to stay alive though. You have to stay alive, and the best way to stay alive is just buff the health. So just get the strength. I mean, it's actually the same. Kinda, and it's not the same, it's not strength, but just get the strength. Plus 30, I know plus 30 goes into AoE, but just get the strength, right? You're an offlaner. Last one, Swashbuckle cooldown, like I said at the beginning. This is 8 seconds, with this it's 5 seconds. Casting these every 5 seconds can be really deadly for them, right? You'll have bash effect, you'll have Maelstrom effect, and you'll have your passive effect. So armor reduction, disarm, proc from the lightning, and then potentially bashing everybody that gets hit. Just amazing how this hero can be made, and also let's say Bloodthorn effect, right? With this. So yeah, that will be it. You can pick and choose. Don't have to make it like this, of course. Maybe I'd probably make it maybe like this. I like just like any hard Shiva maybe. Blacking bars so you can attack. I would say like something like Boots and Maelstrom and Basher is really needed. Feel like, and then just because you benefit so much from Abyssal, right? The Vanguard effect helps you so much in fights. And the one item that I deleted earlier, like Crimson Guard. Crimson Guard can be made also. It's a legit item. But yeah, just decide, and that's pretty much it. Get your cooldown for the Rolling Thunder for the Shield Crash. That is some crazy value. So you can kind of see how all the spells and talents combine. But yeah, that's it for the Pangolier, and let's take a look at other heroes.